To be Hershey, PA.
Yep.
So this is I have two. I have the Let's Talk with Carolyn radio show.
Okay.
And that normally happens on Monday nights from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then on Fridays, I have the Women's Closet TV show, which is normally from 8 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
But when I do interviews, I just do the interview and then I keep it moving.
Okay.
So you are in Rhode Island, and what do you do as a personal trainer? Because I see you got the initials behind you.
Yep. Those are actually, they're my initials. They're also my dad's initials. He just passed away in November. So it's a memorial to us.
Rest in paradise to him.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. So
how long have you been a personal trainer?
Yeah, well, I've been an athlete my entire life. Okay. And I spent 20 years in the restaurant industry, but I knew I wanted to do something more with sports or fitness, something along those lines. So in 2008, I started the certification process, and then I finished it in 2009.
Okay.
Yeah, so it started out really as a hobby in my garage, just because being a restaurant manager, I have 5 kids, so the restaurant management hours were very long, and I missed a lot of things on nights, weekends, holidays. And I just started training people in my garage just to break it up some. I wanted to do something fun. And then it just started to grow, and here we are.
Your hobby became a business.
Yes. Yes. I tell people all the time that, because I'm really not like a business type person. I just tell people I have a hobby that's going really well.
Okay, that's a good analogy for it.
Yes.
So how did it transition into a business? People just started coming to you more?
Yes, it started, believe it or not, it started with one living social deal. Because I was doing it very on the down low, just like finding used equipment on Craigslist and, posting Craigslist ads. Got a couple people in, and then this one would bring a friend, and then this one would bring a friend. And then next thing you know, I had almost 40 clients training with me out of my garage. And then the universe opened things up. I lost my management job at the height of the recession in 2009. And I was like, this has to be a sign that I need to keep pushing forward with this fitness thing.
Right.
And it wasn't easy. There was a lot of struggles. There was a lot of doubt, because I am a 3-time college dropout. So I had to go to the school of hard knocks. And I just went out and I found successful fitness business owners. I went out to Chicago, California, Arizona, Denver, Florida, and just met with some of the highest level fitness coaches out there. And I joined their mastermind groups, and I learned everything I needed to know to be successful at it.
Okay, and now you have your own fitness facility?
Well, I'm renting space now. I actually did. In 2014, I opened up a 5,000 square foot facility. And then after 3 years, we had our neighbors pretty much wanted our unit. So they complained about absolutely everything that we did, like the kickboxing bags are making too much noise. The people are running in our parking lot, parking in our spaces, things like that. So the landlord didn't renew our lease. And then I ended up in an 18-month legal battle with my former business partners who tried to, omit some things in our agreement. So then that took its toll on me for a bit. So now I'm renting space out of an even larger facility. So even though it's not my own, I actually have more space and more equipment to use.
Okay. And you doing it on your own, or you still have a partnership, or is it just you?
No, it's just me now. Then I have 2 part-time coaches that work with me. I know the business coach that I had in the past, he even told me not to get business partners. He's like, it never ends well. But, we had a good rapport, and everything seemed great. And everything was great until I paid them back. Then once I paid them back, and our equity share was supposed to change, and they got amnesia. They got ugly from there. But
okay, but you know what? The universe has definitely blessed you.
Yes.
Because now you have your own.
Yes.
Without any partners.
Yep.
And you're doing well.
Yes.
You're doing very, very well.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you teach? Like if take a person, a woman, take a woman, I'm gonna use me.
Okay.
Take a woman like me who's in between, well, she's in her 60s.
Okay.
And she comes to you and says, listen, I want to tone up. What do you do and how much would that service be?
So what I do is I tell people fitness is my vehicle, but I do life transformations. So the first thing I do is I would want to find out why. And I have people do what's called a pain assessment. Because when people reach out to training like my style or like a CrossFit style training, or if somebody hires a personal trainer, there's usually a deeper reason why they don't just go to Planet Fitness and pay $10.
Right.
So I try to get to the root of that reason, because ultimately that's what's going to decide their relative success or failure, is how badly they want to accomplish this thing. So I would say, all right, so you want to tone up where? Why do you want to tone that up? How will that make your life different? How will your life be if you don't reach that goal? You know,
right.
kind of, go ahead.
Those are all the questions you ask them though, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's like before they join my program, I run them through the mental ringer before they join, because I don't want to waste my time, I don't want to waste their time, and I don't want them to waste their money. So I want to make certain that they're ready to put the work in to get that end result that they're looking for.
Okay. Do you ever have anybody that have any type of medical reasons for coming to see a personal trainer?
I do, but with those you have to tread lightly, because I'm not a doctor per se, so I can't like prescribe certain things. But I've also had 6 surgeries, and I'm actually about to have number 7 next Thursday. So I know a thing or two about rehab. So when people come to me and they say, well, actually, let me back up first. I have about a 7-inch scar on my left knee, because I had a bad knee injury in 2009, the same year that the universe spoke to me.
Okay.
And the ER doctor told me I would never run or jump again. And, you know, I started crying because I had just started going forward with fitness. And then I had this injury. My twin boys were born 4 months prior. So like there was just so much going on in that time frame. So, but from that process, I coined this phrase, ignore the never. Because I figured like once he told me that, you know, you'll never run or jump again, it wasn't even about proving him wrong. I just wanted to put myself in the 1% that gets all the way better.
Right.
Yeah, so I take that same mentality the way I train my clients. So it's all right, so you want to do this, why? And then I push them according to their whys. It's not so much like I want to be the toughest trainer in Rhode Island. Like it's not about that. I push you to what your goal is and to what your whys are. Because
their why is going to determine their success. In completing the goal that they came to see you for.
Yes. Yeah. So when they're at that family cookout and grandma's trying to force feed you barbecue, you have to have a strong enough why to be like, Grandma, I'll take one piece, but that's it. You know, like that's where a lot of people go wrong. Showing up to the gym is easy. Giving me your credit card is easy. You know, taking a meal plan, going shopping, all that is easy. Then you actually have to prep the food. You have to consume the food. You have to consume your water. You have to give your all in your workouts. You have to track everything you're eating. Like there's a lot that goes into it.
I know.
Yeah, and my job is to make sure that they are mentally ready for what they're physically going to have to go through.
Okay. Okay. What is the age groups of your clients? Do it range with the young people in their 20s, the millennials, the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s? Like, what's your age group?
I'd say 88% of my clientele are female. So I'd say age range is probably 35 to 50, I'd say. Do I have some over 50? Yes. Do I have some under 35? Yes. Do I have some 20-somethings and some teens? Yes. But the bulk of my clientele, their moms, like 35 to 50.
Okay. You have a range.
Yes.
I like that. I like that. Awesome.
Yep. So all of my marketing goes towards moms. So like when people ask me what I do, like my one sentence pitch is, I help moms lose 2 to 3 dress sizes in 90 days so they can get back into their skinny jeans and walk with confidence again. So like that's my one sentence. You know, when people say, what do you do? That's my answer.
That's a good answer because it's also an attractive answer.
Yes. Yes.
Very attractive answer.
Yes.
When your meal eating plans, do they come with the training? So women know, like, well, this is my meal plan. This is what I should be eating for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. Do they stick to the meal plan that you suggest?
The ones that have the best transformations do. So the ones that struggle are the ones that don't have the discipline. You know, like they let the excuses take over their life. So I have a custom made app for my business. And through that app, like I can take your age, your height, your weight, your measurements, and the app will compute your macros and it will compute any type of meal plan that you need, whether it's paleo, whether it's low fat, whether it's carb cycling, whether it's vegan, vegetarian. Like it can do any one of those meal plans and it's based on your specific measurements. So it's not just a generic meal plan that I give to everyone.
Okay. And you have an app that does that?
Yes.
Now, is that a free app or a paid app?
Well, it's for my clients.
Okay, it's for your clients and your clients have access to that app.
Yes.
Have you did any type of, because of COVID-19, how have you been able to still work your business as a personal trainer because of COVID-19? Have you transitioned to online training?
Yes. So a year ago, I joined the program because I knew at some point online was gonna start to pick up just as people get busier and for like especially working with moms with kids, it's easier to put the child down for a nap and then do a quick 30-45 minute class. Right. So I took a course on how to do online training, how to market it, best way to broadcast it and programming, and so I already had the know-how. So when the governor here, I believe it was March 13th, was when she shut down all personal services. And by that night, I did my first online class. Like I was already ready. So I was ahead of the curve with that. So I didn't really miss a beat. Okay.
Have you, because of this and the COVID-19, have your membership base increased?
I wouldn't say, I mean, I gained some, but I did lose some. So I mean, it's probably, I'd say about the same. But like where I was most affected is I'm a motivational speaker also. And I had like, I just really started pushing that November, December, January. So March, April, and May, I had 10 gigs lined up and COVID wiped them all out.
What?
Yeah, so that part suffered, but we're gonna come out of it bigger and better because since this whole COVID thing, I've been writing down all types of things that I can speak on.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes.
Now, your online personal training.
Yes.
If someone wanted to connect with you and say, I want a personal trainer, I could fit that into my schedule and it's online.
Yes.
What information would you tell my audience of how to reach you or to sign up with you?
Okay. Yeah, you just go to my website, it's rbffitness.com, and it says right on there, click for 1 free week. And that's the best way to start. Because as I said, I want to make sure people are ready to do the program. So like I don't charge anyone anything at all up front. It's like just come in and try it. See if it's for you, see if you like me, my style, my delivery, because I'm not for everyone. I'll be the first one to admit that. Like my style is very brash, but my goal is to get you to yours. Right. So I'm not gonna get you to yours if I listen to your excuses, if I let you slack off, and if I feel like you're not giving your all, I'm gonna let you know. But I let people know straightforward.
Okay. Is it as rigorous as CrossFit?
It's as rigorous as you're able to go. I'll answer it that way because not everyone's A game is different. So like my A game could be different from yours, which is different from my daughter's, which is different
Right.
from Carl's, or anyone else's. So I maximize whatever the person's ability is.
So you meet them there and help them progress up.
Yes, yes. So people who are very intense, like I have this one woman named Ashley. She's 25 years old and she's just a bull. It's like no matter what I give her, she takes it, and like that's what she needs. And then I have this other woman, Lisa. She's an older woman. She has injuries, 2 bad hips. She had knee surgery last year, so she's just happy to be moving, to be with the group, and to get through the class.
Okay.
So like she still likes my no nonsense style because sometimes she gets in her own head, and I have to remind her, hey, cut it out. It's like, yes, your hips hurt, your knees hurt, but you can still walk, you can still do push-ups, and I just go right down that list to remind her where her strengths are instead of just focusing on what her weaknesses are.
Okay. So for online, and I'm sticking with online because that's where the transition is.
Yes.
Because we don't know how long we're going to be in this.
Exactly.
So after 1 week, they sign up for a membership. Is there membership packages or just one membership?
No, there's different ones. I mean, I encourage people to just go all in with unlimited because like especially depending on what the goal is. But like if it's someone that's just looking to switch things up, then like I'll say, all right, just get like a bundle of classes then. And then you pop in once a week, once every 2 weeks, whatever. But like if someone says, I need to lose 40 pounds, it's like if you're not gonna commit, you're not gonna lose the 40 pounds. It's just not gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So after the 1 week, we'll circle back and we'll talk. And then some people want to just like pay up a bunch up front. So like I just want to pay for 6 months up front just to lock in. I just had someone on Sunday, purchase the whole year up front.
Okay.
And all of my online class, like they're live classes. Like it's not just me working out saying follow along. Like I usually, if I'm outdoors, I have my tripod because I do an outdoor class and I stream the virtual while I'm doing the outdoor class.
Okay.
And like people are still getting, straighten out your hips, your hands are too close together, back tight, straighten your spine. So like they're getting that full blown coaching. And it's not like just watching a video or them just following me working out. Like they're getting all attention on them coaching.
That's awesome because it is live.
Yes.
And that makes a difference.
Yep. And I do 5 classes a day. So a lot of other places are doing like 2 or 3. Like I do 5. Okay.
And you're reaching your people by being live doing 5 a day. That's awesome.
Yes. That's awesome. Thank you.
I need to talk to you off air.
Okay.
There's some things I want to talk to you about off air.
All right. No problem.
I just want to put that out to you. I'm going to let everybody know how we met. Robert and I was in this class called Be on TV Challenge. Awesome class with Chris and Jen and Keith.
Yes.
And that's how we met. Robert has moved on to something called BSA, and I will be in the next BSA. Mm. And that's why I asked you, like, are you enjoying that class? Because I know you're loving it.
Yes.
And it's teaching you a lot, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like I thought that the stuff I had was good from the first challenge, and this is just amplified and amplified.
Yes.
Like it's good. Like I'm getting traction all over. Like I'm going back and forth with reporters and print outlets. Like it's the stuff they're giving us. It's worth every penny.
I'm going to be in the next one for sure.
Yes, definitely.
Beautiful community. So I am the host of the Women's Closet TV show, and my guest tonight is Mr. Robert, and his is because I'm looking at the letters. Give the name of your fitness center.
It's RBF Fitness and Nutrition. So it is my initials and my dad's initials, but I also say it's respect, believe, fight.
Okay. Now let's talk about the nutrition part.
Okay.
Do you get into nutrition with your clients?
Like, so I don't have a nutrition background per se, but I know an awful lot about it. So just like I said earlier with medical claims, like if someone's diabetic, like I can't give them a diabetic plan. Like that's not my lane. But if
Right.
someone has a diet of pancakes, Chinese food, and burgers, I can help them clean up their eating to something healthier, and that will help them lose weight.
Okay. Do they, before COVID-19, did you weigh your clients in when they
Yes.
came in, like weigh in?
Yeah, every Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So
do weigh-ins every Monday, and then we do measurements the last Monday of the month.
so they can actually track and see the results.
Yeah, they're still doing it now, just on their home scales. So like every Monday, well, again, on the app, they do all their food journals, their measurements, their before and after photos, and their weigh-ins, all on the app.
I like your program, and I'm not even in it. I
Thank you.
might have some people for you.
Okay.
I might have some people for you because I definitely know of like 5 people off the top of my head that could actually benefit from what you have to offer. But it goes back to what you're saying. They have to really be committed in the transformation.
Yes.
And that's important.
Yep. They have to be committed into the steps. Like I tell people, here is, your goal. Here is where you currently are, but it's everything in the middle. Like that's the work. So like people are at one spot and they see someone else. Like I tell people all the time, don't compare yourself to other people, because people will come in on their first day and I remind them, like, you're on chapter 1. It's like, don't look at Ashley who's on chapter 100. It's like you're not there. All I expect out of you is chapter 1. So if I can give anyone a piece of advice, is like when you're starting, just remember that everyone else had a first day also. So, and like people tend to forget that. So they'll come in like, oh, I can't do what she's doing. I can't do what he's doing. Like, no kidding, it's your first day. It's like, you're not supposed to do that on your first day. And
Yeah,
it's
but
like,
you know how people are, they look at somebody and they was like, I can't do that.
yep.
That's just natural that they're going to start comparing themselves to the other people that's entrenched that they see.
Yeah, and that's part of my pain assessment too, is where I discourage that. So I say, you're here for you and you only. So it doesn't matter what anybody else looks like, what they're doing. None of that stuff matters. Like, we're going to get the most out of you. And whatever that is, it's like, because like what people don't realize is that not everybody's good at everything. Like again, going back to Ashley's super fast, but this girl Lynn can deadlift probably 150 pounds more than Ashley can. So it's like everybody has different strengths, and we just have to. But we're so focused on our weaknesses that we forget to appreciate our strengths.
Right. That's true. That's very, very true. I enjoyed our conversation.
Likewise.
Even though you're in Rhode Island, I'm sure because you have transitioned to online training, that opens up a whole lot of doors, because you can train anybody from anywhere in the world and not just Rhode Island. And one of my business coaches, she said in class last night, the world is your classroom. I never looked at it like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Even though I teach classes, but I never looked at the world is my classroom because of the internet.
Yes, it's true. It's true. There's nothing on the internet that can replace a conversation with someone that just has a skill that you don't have. Right.
And they can offer it, and you gain the knowledge from it. So much blessings to you.
Thank you.
Rest in paradise to your dad.
Yes.
So you dedicated this to him.
Yep.
And I look forward to talking to you. I'm going to send you my phone number, so that we can connect, because there's some things that I want to talk to you about, but I can't on air. But it's wonderful talking. Can you let the audience know again your website and how they can reach out to you and start the program? And keep this in mind, everybody. Make sure that when you do reach out to Robert, that you have that commitment, as he said, so you're not wasting his time and you're definitely not wasting your time. Robert, give them information, please.
Yes, it's rbffitness.com. And all the information you need is right there on the homepage. How to get started with the free week.
Awesome. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
To be on my platform, and I look forward to actually talking to you and doing business with you on another thing.
Yes.
Take care, Robert. Good night.
Thank you.
Enjoy your weekend.
Thanks. You as well. Take care.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.